I know you issued a press release already about it today. Basahin ko lang for the benefit of our viewers who haven't seen. It's a long press release about the hearings yesterday, but basically you said it is a person's basic right to confront his accuser. In case you didn't notice, I did not clear the two senators on the issue of budget insertions because the budget books validate Bryce Hernandez's allegations based on my own staff's research, at least in the case of Senator Estrada. So that's part of your statement.
Yeah, that is correct, Regina. No, there are three elements. There's one element lacking, actually. The two elements are already present. Number one, the allegation hurled by Bryce Hernandez against Senator Joel Villanueva doon sa 600 million insertions na nangyari doon sa 2023 budget. At first, we were not able to locate that because we were looking at the regular budget. Ang mabuti, si Senator Sherwin Gatchalian, being the chairman of the Finance Committee ng Senado, nilabas sila lahat yung unprogrammed appropriations. No? There's a long list na may mga items. And my staff, very quickly, were able to spot yung 8 items na tumama, no? Eksakto do sa dinidescribe o ina-enumerate ni Bryce Alcantara, na ito yung mga items na sinasabi niyang inallocate ni Senator Villanueva sa Bulacan. So sakto, kung ano yung description, yun din yung, and when I computed, yung 8 items na yun, 75 million pesos. So 8 times 75 million, that's exactly 600 million. So settled na yun. In the case of Senator Estrada, earlier on pa, na-establish na namin yun kasi nakita namin doon sa budget. Madaling hanapin kasi nasa regular budget. 355 million, nakadistribute sa 7 items na iba-ibang amount, iba-ibang halaga, pero pag tinotal, 355 million. Now, validated yon. Yung allegation ni Bryce Alcantara, validated ng documents, ng official records, which is DGA. The problem is the third element. Yung sinabi niyang merong 30% na kickback or porsyento ng dalawang senador. It remains as an allegation. So kanina, nag-discuss ako kay Senate President Soto to allow, because si Bryce Hernandez nagpaalam sa akin kahapon sa chairman kung pwede siyang payagan, maghahanap siya ng ebidensya. Siguro magkakalkal siya sa mga records niya. At first instance, hindi ko pinayagan, nireject ko. Kasi ang unang pumasok sa isip ko, baka may planong tumakas ito, hindi na bumalik, masalisihan yung OSAA. Or baka maglilinis ng kanyang bank accounts. Kasi remember, nagsimula na mag-freeze ng accounts. Yung CA, Court of Appeals, nag-issue na ng order to freeze their accounts. Baka merong hindi nahagip na ililinisin niya. Yun ang unang pumasok sa isip ko. But I slept over it, and this morning, I realized na okay, pwede isugal. Kasi kung ang stake naman is higher, na baka makakita siya ng masyanong ebidensya to support yung kanyang kiniklaim na mayroong kickback. Not only pertaining to the two colleagues of mine, but yung iba pa. Kasi remember, naka-party-party na yung mga pera. Isa lang yung in-identify niya na, of course, nag-deny, ano? Yung isang congresswoman. So yun ang napag-usapan namin kanina, and I made a letter request, a formal letter request to the Senate President, and he has approved it. So it's just a matter of scheduling. Kung kailan ang ni-request ko doon is from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. only, walang overnight. And all the time, every minute, yung OSAA escort niya will be beside him, hindi sa iwanan. Even, at saka I inform my staff na inform nyo yung lawyer. That's very important. Na alam ng lawyer na siya lalabas, magkakaroon ng pass from his detention facility sa Senate para for the sole purpose of looking for documents. So we will wait for those documents kung meron man para next hearing meron development.
Sir, how many days?
Another point.
How many days did you give him, sir? Ilang araw po?
Alin? Yung
6 a.m. to 6 p.m.
Isang araw lang.
One day.
One
half
day lang.
Day, 12
Okay.
hours. Yeah.
So isang araw lang po siya makakabalik.
Kasi,
okay.
Yeah. Pag alis siya ng 6 a.m., may biyahe pa yan. So babalik siya, kailangan nasa loob na rin siya ng Senado at 6 p.m.